Change your life before life changes you. Life has a mysterious way of teaching lessons. Sometimes it whispers gently through small disappointments, quiet failures, and subtle discomforts. Other times, it roars like a storm, shaking the very foundation of our existence. The truth is simple yet powerful. If you do not take control of your life, life will eventually take control of you. Change your life before life changes you is not just a motivational sentence. It is a warning, an awakening, and an invitation to step into your true power. Every day we wake up with dreams in our hearts and fears in our minds. We tell ourselves that we will start tomorrow. We will work on our goals next week. We will improve our habits next month. We will chase our dreams next year. But tomorrow turns into next week. Next week turns into next year, and suddenly years pass by. Then one day, life changes us without our permission. A sudden failure, a lost opportunity, a health issue, a broken relationship, or a missed chance forces us to change. The pain of staying the same becomes greater than the fear of change. Why wait for pain to become your teacher when you can choose growth willingly? The reality is that comfort is dangerous. Comfort makes you feel safe, but it slowly steals your potential. When you stay in your comfort zone, you stop growing, you stop learning, you stop evolving. And when you stop evolving, life eventually pushes you out of that comfort zone, often in ways you never expected. Change is not optional in life. Growth is not optional. The only choice you have is whether you change by decision or by force. Look around you. The world is constantly changing. Technology evolves, people evolve, opportunities evolve, seasons change. Time moves forward whether you are ready or not. If you remain the same while everything around you moves forward, you will feel left behind. That feeling of being stuck is not because life is unfair. It is because you refused to move when you had the chance. Changing your life begins with changing your mindset. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your destiny. If you constantly think negatively, you will act in fear. If you constantly doubt yourself, you will hesitate. If you constantly complain, you will remain stuck. But if you begin to believe in possibility, if you choose courage over comfort, if you focus on solutions instead of problems, your life will slowly begin to transform. Personal growth is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming the best version of yourself. It is about recognizing your weaknesses and working on them. It is about turning your pain into power. It is about replacing excuses with effort. It is about understanding that no one is coming to save you. You are responsible for your own life. Many people wait for motivation to change, but motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Motivation feels exciting, but discipline feels uncomfortable. Motivation comes when you watch an inspiring video or hear a powerful speech. Discipline comes when you wake up early, even when you don't feel like it. Motivation comes when everything is going well. Discipline comes when nothing is going well, yet you continue anyway. If you want to change your life, start with small habits. Wake up a little earlier. Read a few pages daily. Exercise for 20 minutes. Reduce negative thoughts. Speak kindly. Practice gratitude. Save money. Learn a new skill. These small changes may seem insignificant, but over time, they create massive transformation. Your life tomorrow is built by your habits today. Another important aspect of change is self-awareness. Ask yourself difficult questions. Are you truly happy with where you are? Are you living according to your purpose, or are you just surviving? Are you growing, or are you just existing? Honest answers may hurt, but they also open the door to improvement. Fear is one of the biggest reasons people avoid change. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of losing comfort, fear of the unknown. But understand this, fear will exist whether you act or not. If you try and fail, you learn. If you never try, you regret. And regret is heavier than failure. Failure teaches lessons. Regret teaches nothing, except sadness. Life has a way of forcing change when we ignore the signs. A neglected health issue becomes serious. A toxic relationship becomes unbearable. A delayed dream becomes impossible. A missed opportunity becomes a lifelong what if. Why let life bring pain as a wake-up call when you can wake up willingly? Changing your life also requires courage to let go. Let go of negative people. Let go of bad habits. Let go of self-doubt. Let go of past mistakes. Holding on to what no longer serves you only slows your progress. Growth requires space. You cannot carry the weight of your past and expect to run toward your future. Time is your greatest asset. Once a day passes, it never returns. Every hour wasted is an opportunity lost. Imagine what your life would look like if you consistently improve just 1% every day. In 1 year, you would be completely transformed. But imagine if you remained the same for 5 years. The gap between who you are and who you could have been would become painful. The world does not reward potential. It rewards action. You may have talent, intelligence, and dreams, but if you never act, none of it matters. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates bigger action, and that cycle creates success. Changing your life also means taking responsibility. Stop blaming circumstances. Stop blaming other people. Stop blaming luck. While you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. Your response determines your future. Victims look for excuses. Leaders look for solutions. Sometimes, changing your life means making difficult decisions. It may mean leaving a job that drains you. It may mean distancing yourself from negativity. It may mean starting over. It may mean risking failure. But remember, short-term discomfort often leads to long-term freedom. Think about the version of yourself 5 years from now. Will that person thank you for the decisions you are making today? Or will they wish you had started earlier? The future you is watching. The future you is waiting. The future you depends on the present you. Life is unpredictable. Nothing is guaranteed. Health can change. Relationships can change. Finances can change. Circumstances can change overnight. That is why waiting for the perfect time is an illusion. The perfect time is now. The best moment to start is today. Changing your life is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming better. Better than yesterday. Better than your past mistakes. Better than your fears. Progress is more important than perfection. Even slow progress is still progress. Surround yourself with positivity. Read books that expand your mind. Listen to people who inspire growth. Avoid negativity that drains your energy. Your environment influences your mindset more than you realize. If you surround yourself with growth, you will grow. If you surround yourself with excuses, you will stagnate. Understand that change is uncomfortable. It feels unfamiliar. It feels uncertain. But discomfort is a sign of growth. Muscles grow when they are challenged. Minds grow when they are stretched. Character grows when it is tested. You have more power than you think. You have survived difficult days before. You have overcome challenges. That strength still exists within you. Use it intentionally. Direct it toward improvement. Change your routine. Change your thinking. Change your priorities. Change your habits. Change your attitude. When you change internally, your external life begins to shift. Do not wait for tragedy to awaken you. Do not wait for loss to teach you value. Do not wait for failure to teach you effort. Choose awareness now. Choose discipline now. Choose growth now. Life will change you one way or another. The question is, will it change you through pain or through purpose? When you choose to change before life forces you, you take control of your story. You stop being a passive character and become the author of your destiny. You stop reacting and start creating. You stop surviving and start living. Remember, every great transformation begins with a decision to try, a decision to improve, a decision to act. Today can be the day everything shifts. Not because circumstances magically change, but because you decide to change. Your mindset shifts. Your habits shift. Your focus shifts. Change your life before life changes you. Because when you take charge, you grow with strength. When life forces change, you grow through struggle. Choose strength. Choose growth. Choose action. Change is not a one-time decision. It is a daily commitment. The moment you decide to transform your life, you will realize that the real battle is not outside. It is inside you. It is the battle between who you are now and who you have the potential to become. It is the battle between comfort and courage, between excuses and effort, between fear and faith. Many people believe that life changes only when something dramatic happens. But in reality, life changes quietly every single day. Every small choice you make is shaping your future. The food you eat affects your health. The people you spend time with affect your mindset. The content you consume affects your thoughts. The habits you repeat affect your destiny. Nothing is random. Everything is connected. If you wake up every day without a clear direction, life will choose a direction for you. And most of the time, that direction is average. Average thinking, average results, average happiness. But you were not born to live an average life. You were born with unique talents, unique energy, and a unique purpose. The problem is not lack of potential. The problem is lack of action. Ask yourself, what would happen if you truly committed to becoming better for the next 365 days? Not perfect, just better. Imagine improving your skills daily. Imagine working on your confidence. Imagine strengthening your discipline. Imagine developing emotional control. In 1 year, you would not recognize yourself, and neither would the world. But improvement requires honesty. You must face your weaknesses without making excuses. You must admit where you are lazy. You must recognize where you procrastinate. You must identify where fear controls you. Self-awareness is uncomfortable, but it is powerful. You cannot change what you refuse to acknowledge. Life often gives warnings before it gives consequences. It shows small signs before big storms. If you ignore those signs, the storm becomes unavoidable. A small financial mistake ignored can become debt. A small health problem ignored can become serious illness. A small misunderstanding ignored can destroy relationships. The lesson is clear. Act early. Fix small problems before they grow. Changing your life also means redefining your standards. You get in life what you tolerate. If you tolerate disrespect, you will receive disrespect. If you tolerate laziness from yourself, you will receive mediocrity. If you tolerate negative thinking, you will experience negativity. Raise your standards, and your life will rise with them. Another key to transformation is learning continuously. The world rewards those who adapt. Skills that were valuable yesterday may not be valuable tomorrow. Knowledge grows. Industries change. Opportunities evolve. If you stop learning, you stop progressing. Read books, take courses, watch educational content. Curiosity keeps you relevant. Your circle matters more than you realize. If you surround yourself with people who complain, you will complain. If you surround yourself with people who dream big and work hard, you will feel inspired to do the same. Energy is contagious. Choose wisely. You don't have to cut everyone off, but protect your mindset. Protect your ambition. Sometimes, changing your life means forgiving yourself. Many people stay stuck because they are trapped in guilt from the past. Past mistakes, past failures, past regrets. But understand this, your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. If you learned from it, it was not wasted. Growth begins the moment you decide not to repeat old patterns. Discipline is the bridge between goals and reality. You may have big dreams, financial freedom, better health, spiritual peace, stronger relationships. But dreams without discipline remain fantasies. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Feelings are temporary. Commitment must be permanent. There will be days when you feel tired, days when progress seems invisible, days when you question whether it is worth it. On those days, remember why you started. Remember the pain that made you want to change. Remember the vision you saw for yourself. Consistency during hard days builds real strength. Change also requires patience. We live in a world that wants instant results, instant success, instant transformation. But real growth takes time. A seed does not become a tree overnight. It grows slowly, silently, and steadily. In the same way, your efforts may not show immediate results, but they are working beneath the surface. Trust the process, keep showing up, keep improving. Life becomes difficult when you avoid responsibility, but it becomes powerful when you accept it. You may not control your starting point, but you control your direction. You may not control every obstacle, but you control your effort. Responsibility gives you power. Blame takes your power away. One of the biggest transformations you can make is shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. A fixed mindset says, this is just how I am. A growth mindset says, I can improve. A fixed mindset fears failure. A growth mindset sees failure as feedback. When you adopt a growth mindset, challenges stop being threats and start becoming opportunities. Your habits create your identity. If you write daily, you become a writer. If you train daily, you become fit. If you study daily, you become knowledgeable. If you pray or meditate daily, you become spiritually strong. Identity is built through repetition. Decide who you want to become, then act like that person consistently. Many people wait for external validation before believing in themselves. They wait for applause, praise, or recognition. But self-belief must come first. Believe in your journey even when no one else sees your vision. The world often supports you after you succeed, not before. Change your financial habits. Save more than you spend. Invest in your growth. Avoid unnecessary debt. Financial discipline creates freedom, and freedom creates peace. Change your emotional reactions. Not every situation deserves your anger. Not every opinion deserves your response. Emotional control is a superpower. When you control your reactions, you control your life. Change your morning routine. The way you start your day affects everything. Wake up with intention. Avoid immediately checking negativity. Spend a few minutes in silence, gratitude, or planning. A powerful morning builds a powerful day. Change your relationship with failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of it. Every successful person has failed many times. The difference is they did not stop. They adjusted. They learned. They improved. Imagine if you keep delaying change. 5 years from now, you may look back and realize you wasted time waiting. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for confidence. Waiting for perfect conditions. But perfect conditions rarely come. Progress comes from imperfect action. You are capable of more than you think. Most people use only a fraction of their potential because they doubt themselves. But your limits are often self-imposed. When you challenge yourself, you discover strength you didn't know existed. Life is unpredictable, but preparation reduces fear. When you improve your skills, strengthen your health, grow your savings, and build resilience, you become ready for unexpected challenges. Preparation turns chaos into opportunity. The most powerful decision you can make is to stop settling. Stop settling for less than you deserve. Stop settling for habits that hurt you. Stop settling for relationships that drain you. Stop settling for dreams that are too small. Remember, life does not wait. Time does not pause. Every second is moving forward. The question is, are you moving forward with it? Change your life before life changes you. Because when life forces change, it often comes with pain. But when you choose change, it comes with purpose. Be proactive, not reactive. Be intentional, not accidental. Be disciplined, not distracted. Your future is not written in fate. It is written in daily choices. Start today. Start small, but start. Because the greatest tragedy is not failure. The greatest tragedy is potential left unused. Choose growth. Choose courage. Choose responsibility. And most importantly, choose to change before life changes you.